Hi, good day. My name is Mercy. Thank you for stopping by. This page is dedicated to sharing video tutorials on how to make footwear from scratch, all types of bags, sewing and craft making. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share this page. So today, I'll be making a video on how to do wet shoe or wet sole. Sometimes we see some soles that have some beautiful edges. I will show you how to do this from the scratch. The materials we're going to need for this is our welt. This is called welt. I would use the pattern for the top heel, a pattern for the insole. I will use light marco. This is called light marco or foreign marco. Board, Nora 3 or rubber 3, whatever you like it. Then this is 4mm marco. It's useful for the insole. We are going to use this for the insole. What else are we? Oh, because it's going to be a do it at home, so you will not need to go to the grinding machine or filing machine. We'll use our makeshift rough to file the edges. Scissors for cutting the marco. Cutting knife. Gum brush, and of course our gum. Then we'll also make use of the leather we are going to use to wrap the insole. So let's start. So what I will do first is to prepare the insole. I'll pick the template for the insole. This is a size 37 template. The client wears size 37. I will place it on the 4mm marco like this. First, trace it out. This is a fit. Then, to get the other one, you see the direction is going. One is facing up. To get the left or the right side now, I will move it like this. You get it? Yes. I'll trace it out. So I have gotten 2 of these. Then you will take your scissors. Make sure the scissors you are going to use is dedicated for this kind of work. You are not going to use it to cut any leather. If not, it will grow blunt. So we trace out and cut. You make sure you cut on the line. So I'm done cutting. You see. The next thing is I either place it on this board this way, and this way, trace out, cut, or I use it like this. So, but for this tutorial, I'm going to use it like this. So what I'm going to do next is, because I have to file to give it a smooth edge, I will pick the gum, just little. I'll leave to dry. They are both dry. I glue them together. You notice that I didn't put all the parts of the insole because I just needed, I'm going to separate them later. So I put them together for now. Make sure they are well placed. Make sure they are well placed. Take my rough and start. I'll follow the edges. I start filing, following the shape of the insole. I'm done filing with the rough. Remember that all through this tutorial, we are not going to make use of the filing machine or the grinding machine. We are doing it manually because this is a beginner class. Not many persons can afford to buy a filing machine now. But later, when you are growing and clients keep coming, you'll be able to save enough money to buy a filing machine. So I'm done with using the rough edge. I want to use the smooth edge to give it a nice smooth. So let's go. Okay, we are done. We are good. Point of note is that there are two edges for sandpaper. We have the smooth edge, the smooth, and the rough. So we'll be using both of them as the lecture goes. So okay, you open up again. This is it. That place where you place your feet on in the shoe is called insole. So this is the insole of our shoe. The next thing to do is to pick the leather we are going to use to cover it. You can use any leather of your choice. You can use false leather, you can use genuine leather, you can use any leather. You can even use fabric. During the course of our tutorial in the future, I'm going to make some shoes that we make with fabric. Beautiful shoe, especially Ankara. Many of you call it African print, but we call it Ankara in this part of the world. So the first thing we are going to do is left and right. So we place it on the like this. You see, I'm leaving allowances at the edge because we are going to wrap it. We are going to fold in. So this, we pick our pen. I'm not using a conventional pen. Like I said earlier. I'm using a silver pen. It's erasable. You can use your eraser cleaner to remove it. You can even use oil or your hand to remove it. So we'll place it on it like this. Trace out. Leave. Pick this. Don't forget also, we are going to leave a space. So I'm done tracing both of them out. So the next thing is to apply gum. To both of them. This way. So we apply gum. The brand of gum I'm using for this work is Energy Gum. You can use Energy Gum, Top Bond, OCI, whatever works for you. But I prefer using Energy Gum because it's faster, it dries faster. You don't need to wait a whole day for it to dry. So then I apply gum on the leather too. So I've applied gum on both sides. We'll allow it to dry. So they are dried, then we place. You have to heat so it can stick. You place two, you come back to this side. So it can be neat and flat. There will be nothing puffing up or coming up. Turn back. So what I normally do is I trace out these lines I'm going to cut, so the material doesn't end up becoming a waste. So this is what I'm going to cut. I've changed my scissors. I told you that you need to have 2 scissors for this kind of job. This scissors is what cuts the leather materials, while this cuts the other harder material. Soft, hard. So let's cut. I notch. You see, I trim this material to go in accord with the shape of the insole. This wider part, this allowance, is what we are going to use to fold in. And I also added notches to this side because we are going to fold. If I do not add notch, it will not be able to slip and fold well. It will not be able to slip and fold well. That's the next thing we are going to do now. Is to apply gum. So we are going to apply gum here. Where's the gum brush? Okay, the gum brush. I'm applying gum here, then here, the edge of the insole here, because if there is no gum, it will not be able to fold. I want to get a fold this way, so I want everything to slip, to be firm. So I will apply gum here. I will apply gum all around for the 2 sides. So I'm done applying gum to the edge. While we are waiting for it to dry, somebody asked me one time, like, why do I use this for my gum? That I'm supposed to use what the shoemakers use, all those olden days shoemakers. They will have it like this Venus or Nescafe container and put gum and be scooping. I don't do that because it wastes gum. The economy is too tight to be wasting gum. Gum is very expensive now. So what I do is I buy my gum, then I put in here, that I put the gum here, then apply. It's easy. I can control with this. To control the flow of gum is easier. So it's dried now. Yes, when it doesn't stick to your hand, you know it's dry. It mustn't stick. So I want to fold. I want you to watch how I fold. With your thumb, you bend. You bend. You bend. Are you seeing it? You bend. Make sure there's no crease at this side. This side must be flat. You bend or you fold. You fold. Make sure there's no crease. You fold. then you are done folding. So you see, there's no crease. This is flat, straight. No crease. So I'm going to do the other side. This side, this is the way I did this. I've done both sides. So I forgot we are going to make use of hammer. This is not a shoemaker hammer. This is the hammer that we had in the house, and I converted it to a shoemaker's hammer. So we hit up this side so it can lay flat. Same thing. This place, normally if I'm to use the filing machine, I would not bother my head, but because I'm going to do this manually, I have to, all these places that are up, which is a normal thing, I will use the scissors first to trim it out. So I trimmed, because this place has this, I'm not going to use a filing machine to file. I'm doing manually. I used the scissors to remove all this excess leather. Then I use my hammer. This is a shoemaker hammer. It's the hammer that we have at home. So hit. To make it lay flat. So you see, that's the phase one of this has been accomplished. So we need to start wetting our sole. First thing first, we pick the wet. We pick the wet. This side, take the rough. You see that? Good. So we are going to do it to the end of the wet. So I've done that now. I've roughened the smooth side. Then this place, take my other scissors. It's smooth. I don't need it smooth. Rough. When the edge is rough, we apply gum. The gum easily sticks and lasts long. So I don't need to add. Okay, you can roughen it again with the, but since the scissors has made it rough, there's no point of doing that. So set aside. Take this back. Remember so I pick the Nora 3 or rubber 3. I've cut it to my desired shape or size. I place this on it. It's perfect. It's perfect. So what I will do next is to place it on a marco. The reason why I'm placing it on a marco is so that it can glue well. I need it to glue well. Oh, this part of the sole where I'm going to place the insole, remember the pattern of the insole I showed you. I place it on it, make a line here, then use the rough, because I need everywhere rough, and that is it. This also was placed on a rubber tree to create the insole, the top heel. Sorry, I did a top heel myself. I didn't buy top heel. You can buy top heel, it's sold in the market. I'm trying to search for a top heel to show you. This is an example of a top heel. It's sold in the market. You can place it on it. Well, that's you make it, but I made the one I used myself. So this is it. I cut it out, file this edge with this and this, and good to go. So when I place it, I'll place it on this like this with gum. In the meantime, let's work on the sole first. So the foreign marco, the light marco, I place it on this. This is the quantity I need. I trace it out. Then I roughen again. So you see, you'll be making use of this your rough everywhere you go. I roughen. I apply gum. So I've applied the gum on the sides. I've left for it to dry. Then I will join both of them together. Gum side facing gum side. The next thing is use the hammer to hit it so they can stick together firmly. Then again, you roughen up. Don't get tired of this. It will make your work very solid. Okay. So yes, we've done this. So you pick a side. Let's use this side. Pick a side. You trace out. You apply gum. You apply gum at the traced sides. This way. You apply gum. You set aside to dry. Then you take the wet. Remember, we've roughened it up. Take the wet. Apply gum too. That's into the end of it. Apply gum also. We set aside also to dry. They are dried now. They are both dried. So you want to start with the wet. Okay. So we pick the insole, place it on this way. Make sure it's firmly attached to it. Then we start. Okay. It must be aligned. There must be no space. As you can see, there must be no space. You have to be very conscious of the fact that there must be no space. Go round, round, round to the end. Now, when we want to cut, we are not going to cut directly on this, because when you do, it will give an opening, and we do not want to leave an opening. It will look unprofessional. So what we are going to cut, we'll cut a little away from it. So we'll cut something like this. See, you see that there's still enough allowance. We apply gum. See, with the gum, then we'll allow it to dry. It's dried, so the next thing we'll do is insert it. You see, there's no space. You have to take an experienced eye for you to see where the welt joins together. You remove, and voila, here you go. Perfect. So the next thing we'll do is trim off these excesses. They are no longer useful. They just served as a guide, so we'll have enough space, allowance to walk around with, so that our welt can have space to sit on. So let's trim off. Because we are going to file manually, we have to trim to the end to meet this welt. But normally, if I'm to do this myself, I'm going to use the filing machine. So I'll just trim anyhow I just like and take it to the filing machine and go round. But because for this tutorial, we are doing everything manually. So we are going to trim to the edge. You have to be very careful this time around. You mustn't be in a hurry, or else you'll damage your neat and beautiful work. Before we also trim, I forgot that we are going to hit with our hammer. It's very important. So let's hit round. For this trimming, I used my cutting knife because I needed the edge to be a little bit smooth, so the filing will not be tiresome. So let's file. Oh, before we file, we are omitting something. Can you not remind me? The top heel now. We're going to use top heel. So for both of them, we apply gum. They are both dried now. We attach this to this. Trim out too. My darlings, I'm through. You see, so the real work now wants to start. Before you start this work, you have to eat. You have to eat because it's not for the faint-hearted. You are going to use this one first, then you use this. later when you are through. So let's walk. I'm going to go round. When I'm done, I will do this and I will show you. Maybe by then I'll be panting, so don't worry. It's the work. Approximately an hour later, gentlemen and ladies, this is not an easy feat at all. I told you I'll come back panting. Yes. Anyone that tells you it's easy, he lie bad. Okay? Yeah. We are through with one. Oh, in the process of filing, we are using manual filing. It opened up again. So we're going to use gum to cover up that space. And so this space, we'll use gum on it. Oh, forget. We set aside for it to dry. So this is about everything you need to know about attaching welt to add a sole of a footwear. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Give us a thumbs up if you really enjoyed it, and turn on the notification bell, because I'm going to show you the step-by-step way of how I made the footwear that is going to stay on this beautiful sole. So subscribe to our channel so that when the notification comes, you'll be the first to know. Thank you and God bless. See you in the next video. Bye.